succession of the vice president by Jacob, Tristyn, Fadi, and Summer. The presidential succession is the scheme by which a presidential vacancy is filled. This typically happens if the president dies, resigns, or is impeached. Originally, the Constitution did not provide for succession of the president if something was to happen to both the president and the vice president. The very first time succession was used was when Vice President John Tyler took over as president when President Henry Harrison died of pneumonia in 1841. Congress and the Constitution hadn't made a requirement to have a line of succession until 1967 when they made the 25th Amendment. The 25th Amendment deals with succession to the presidency and establishes procedures both for filling a vacancy in the office of the vice president. Once the 25th Amendment came into place, Congress had to fix the order of succession following the vice president. Congress's solution to the order was the Presidential Succession Act of 1947. The way this works is they follow a list, and the list is made up of different jobs in the government. The first person in the line of succession is the vice president. The Constitution originally gave the vice president two official duties: to preside over the Senate and to help decide the question of presidential disability. Vice presidency is one that most look at in a way of little importance. The blame for the low status of the vice presidency can be laid on the two major parties and how they choose their candidates. Typically, each national convention names the just nominated presidential candidate, who then chooses an individual who will balance the ticket. When the president chooses someone to balance his ticket, one looks at certain characteristics. These include the individual's ideology, geography, race, ethnicity, and gender. In recent years, the vice president's position has become greatly respected. However, the president still won't make the vice president a true assistant president. The major reason for this is because out of all of the officials working closely with the president is the only one who cannot be fired by the president himself. Even though the president could not fire the vice president's office has still been vacant 18 times so far. This occurred 9 times with succession, 2 times by resignation, and 7 times by death. Yet the line of succession was not created until 1967. And that is how the line of succession was created and the overview of the vice presidency.